Hello, everyone. Hello. I am here today to review Transformers Kingdom Ultra Magnus. I think it's Kingdom. I can't remember. Do I care? Not that much. Is the figure good? He's alright. I really enjoyed the figure though. And it's 3 separate modes if you count an unarmored Ultra Magnus as a separate mode. Sorry, I've been spacing out a bit. Damn. But this figure is good, solid, durable, and would pass the shake test. But the back of the truck and how it transforms is a bit funky. That's for sure. And for my copy, down here, I mean, it still tabs in somewhat, but it doesn't tab in all the way because the part right here that you're supposed to slide this notch into is slid in, or like it's still filled in. So I can't even slide the notch into it. So that is fun. Really fun. The figure comes with 3 accessories, or weapon accessories. Those being his 2 missiles and his blaster. I personally like to call his blaster a Cosmic Rust Cannon, as to me, it looks like that. It's a solid it's a solid blaster, and has been used, I think, twice. I think it was used with Siege Magnus. And if we include this, that would be its 2nd time. I also like to put them together for just doing this. Why do I do this? Because I like to pull this up and do that as like a turret looking thing. Does it work well? Hell no, it does not. I like what they did with the front of the truck. Looks nice. Looks pretty accurate to, where is he? And I have him in his robot mode. Great. I got him in his robot mode, and compared to Earthrise Optimus, the trucks look very nice and good together. Unfortunately, with the way they actually designed the trailer, it cannot connect to an Earthrise Optimus. It can connect to a Unicron Trilogy Optimus, I think is what he's called. I just like to call him Galaxy Upgrade, as I think that is also another way people call the one Optimus that uses the same relative structure as Magnus. But this is Magnus himself in his normal truck mode without all of this stuff attached to it. We'll get into this when we get into transformation for the armor. It's really hollow though. Like, it's really hollow. It's like a skeleton basically. But yeah. There's really not much else I have to say about this in their vehicle mode. So, move Earthrise out of the way and start transformation. First, Jesus Christ. I'm not sure on how good me closing my blinds worked for this figure, but I'd hope it did a bit better. There you go. This is Ultra Magnus. And he's pretty good. Transformation. You peg the arms. This little peg plugs into this hole right here. And then there's a little slot right here that pegs into this tab right here, like so. Same thing with the other arm. Flip out the arms basically, then untab the legs from each other on this side. And then there's these little slots in his legs right here, and that tabs into these tabs right here. They're also on a nice ratchet joint. You flip out his heels right here, rotate his entire body around, pull this up. Personally, for me, I like to pull this up, turn them around, flip this out. This is due to his transformation later. Turn that around, then pull this off. Turn this back around, flip it up, then turn it around. Because this comes off really easily and makes my life a bit easier, as there's no backpack on this figure if you do that. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna put it back on. So like so, you have to realign it. Then tab it in like that. Let's flip that back around. And now, you actually do have to flip this down to flip this forward. Flip up the head, do that, then tab in the arms. I keep forgetting to mention the main torso section sometimes. But this is... Sorry. This is Magnus. Good figure, well designed, very solid. Does he pass the shake test? Yes, he does. Very durable. The wrists are nice and tight, so are his nice ratcheted joints. His legs are on a soft ratchet if you move them this way. Oh, damn, it's raining. So you guys didn't need to know that. His arm can go full 360 rotation. Arm can go out that far. 360 rotation there. Arm can bend 90 degrees. 360 rotation at the wrist. You can look up that far, look down that far. His head's on a ball joint, so it can do full 360 as well. If you count this as opposability, butterfly joint. His legs can go forward that far and back that far. His legs can go out that far. It's loud out there. And his knee can bend to 90 degrees. And his heel can go this far. With that, you can actually strike a few pretty good poses with this figure if you are able to get them right. Like so. But now, to get him ready for his combination mode, you flip up the heels, like so. Straighten out the legs. Flip this out, rotate it around like so. Pull this forward. Bring this back down. Untab his arms. Untab the front of his body. Flip it in the head. And put everything back. Now we got him ready for Ultra Magnus. Unpeg this and remove the missiles, as this will come in later. All that will come in later. Untab all this. It's basically like an accordion. Well, not an accordion, jeez. That's the worst. Yeah, that's the result of it not being filled in all the way. Or it being filled in. I'll pick it up. Alright. Now what you do for the leg is flip this panel in, flip this panel, flip this panel in, flip this panel in, flip it all in, where these little clips tab into these tabs right here and here, like so, boom. Now, you do that with the other side, like so. Then these little tabs right here and here will clip up into right here and right here. And thanks to sliding in the heels, it fills in a bit of the gap there too. And boom, there you go. Now we got the legs down. Now what you do with this is you untab this, flip this out, and there's a little port in here that plugs into this hole right here. You do the same with the other side, like so. Flip that in, Let's readjust the legs a bit. What I like to do is rotate it because it's on a rounded peg. And now we straighten this out, slide this in, and flip it in. And the reason why I haven't put the missiles in yet is because I found this out a few months after I've had this figure. But if you push the missiles in all the way, a bit of the missile sticks out, and you can't put it on all the way for the clips to tab in. So I just do that after, like so. Now you can slide in the missiles, as I won't push anything or bend the plastic. Now you flip this in, like that, and you flip this in. Then these two tabs here and here plug into these little slots here and here, like so. There you go. Then you flip this down. There's little tabs right here. Right here. That tabs into these little shoulder slots right here. Flip it down. Then this entire little spot right here will tab it into his little spinal cord right there. Like so. And now you got Ultra Magnus. Is he a good figure in this mode? Yes. I'd say he's amazing. Is he better than the spoiler pack Magnus? Not really, actually. Like, I really like the spoiler pack Magnus. Good figure. Good everything, but damn, they could have done the figure better. There's multiple ways they could have done Kingdom Magnus better. That's what I meant. Siege Magnus was really good. I really enjoyed Siege Magnus. They did a good job on it. Earthrise, on the other hand, it's vehicle mode. It's just the Earthrise. Damn it, Kingdom Magnus's vehicle mode that didn't really sell it for me. I got this figure on my birthday, and it was worth it, as it's still a really good figure. Vehicle mode is alright. It's subpar. It's a long-ass vehicle mode. It is huge. It is absolutely huge. Is it longer than the combiner that I have over here? Let me grab it. Is it longer than this dude? Yes, it was. If you've lain down flat. It was longer than my first not completed combiner. My first completed combiner is obviously the off-brand Bruticus, which I still have to say is a good figure. But another issue, Blaster. It doesn't really fit the best. I'm not sure if this is just something with my copy of the figure, just like the problem with his transformation for the trailer, with a bit of this down here being filled in. Like the others, their arm holds it pretty well. Could have been held in better, but yeah, what are you gonna do? They can't really modify that. Does he have a waist swivel? Yes he does. I'm happy about that. And that's something I forgot to mention with his robot mode, actually. Or before Ultra Magnus. Magnus has a waist swivel. Figure's really good, though. It's solid. Does it pass the shake test? Yes, it does. It passes with flying colors as well. Is this figure good to pose? Yes. You could strike a few good poses with him as well. I really just like this normal brawling kind of stance. I don't know what it is about it. It just fits him really well to me. Now, posability of the figure. It's basically all the same posability that the last one has, except for you can't really move this leg that far back. You can move it all the way forward, like so. There's thigh rotation, forgot to mention that too. And a lot bigger ankle pivot than the normal one. The figure has a 360 rotation on the shoulders. arms can go out that far, 360 rotation on the arms. Arms can bend 90 degrees, and the wrist or hands has a 360 rotation too. Figure has a good waist swivel, full 360. Head is on a ball joint, so it could look up that far, look down that far, and has a 360 rotation. Now, is the figure good compared to Combiner Wars Magnus? No, not really. Compared to Siege Magnus, they're still really good. I can't lie. Like, the figure, it is really good in its own right. But if you compare it to some of the older figures, like Combiner Wars, Power of the Prime, Sans Return era, he's not the best. But besides that, the figure is still really good, solid, and I do recommend buying him if you do not have an Ultra Magnus anywhere. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.